Hi friends. Okay, so we're sitting at a little bit of a different angle today and you're not seeing just my hands, you're seeing my face. But I have a large book haul and manga graphic novel things I want to show you. I deconstructed my my sub boxes, so you're not gonna see those this month, but you will see them in January. So let's just start with some of those. So for my sub boxes, I have 3 here. Probably Smut sent me this one. I did pay for these with my own money, but probably Smut. This is their book, yeah. It's called Severed by Vengeance. This is a series. This is by L. Maldonado. And this is, again, a book in the first series. So this is a dark romance. And let's see. It is signed right there. And that's all I pretty much know about this one. I'm not going to read the back or anything. So again, this is book 1 in a series, and this came from probably Smut. Next up, we have The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. This was the adult book for Owlcrate. So this fairly pretty cover here. On the back, it does say the next time you see the door, open it. So this is the back. It has sprayed edges, which are red. And then we are gonna open her up. This is what the book looks like. So the naked cover. I absolutely love it. And then we have the end pages here and the end pages. So they are different. And then we do have a reversible dust jacket. So we're just gonna go over what it is. I'm not gonna read the synopsis or anything, but this is a romance, a mystery, and a touch of the impossible. And it's a story that you will never forget. And I think I said this was dark romance. And then we have one more. So this is Owlcrate YA. What the River Knows by Isabel Ibiza. This is actually going to be a series. So this is the first book in the series. And on the back it says The Nile Knows Everything. And it does have really pretty sprayed edges. It does have the ribbon here, which is like a navy blue ribbon. And then let's look at the naked cover, which is embossed in gold foil. It does have end papers and the author letter, and it is signed. The end papers. And it does have a reversible dust jacket. Right here, if you can see that. Okay. The Unmaking of June Farrow as well. I will show you guys that one, but that one is signed as well. I forgot to show you that one. Okay, yeah, so it has the author letter and it is signed. Got a plane going overhead, guys. All right, next we have, and these are just 2 other special editions. I bought these from different places. I'll make sure to link their social, but this is from, I got it with the quote that says, oops, I am the sky and the power of every storm that has ever been. I am infinite. So obviously it's Fourth Wing. I got this from Wand and Bottle. But you guys, this is so hyped. I have not read it yet, but it is a Friends, Enemies, Lovers. And those are the tropes. This isn't signed or anything, no. Yeah. And nothing on the other side. There is a map. We like to see it. We like to see maps. And on the back, there is another map. Okay. So this next book I picked up from Dawn Darling. It is One Little Nightmare. This is the special edition. I saw this on Instagram and I was like, oh, this looks really pretty. I had to have it. So this is the end paper. This is the first book in a series. And I think she signed it. Yeah. And she did. She signed it. And it says, welcome to the asylum, darling. So that was just a quick little thing. If you follow her on Instagram, she does put these up for sale every now and then. But the premise sounded interesting, and so I wanted it. Next up is we have a duology. We have Anatomy, a Love Story. I read this a few years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I let somebody borrow my copy, and I never got it back. So I wanted to pick up another one. Sorry, we live right by a flight line. The flight line for the military base that my husband works on. So we have jets going over. My bad. But this is a gothic tale of romance and mystery. So you're following this girl. She wants to be a doctor or a surgeon. And that's pretty much all I remember from it right now. But she does fall in love with somebody. So I definitely want to reread it. So this is definitely going to be a reread for me. I remember giving it 5 stars when I read it a few years ago. So I am hoping it still holds up to it. But when I picked that one up, I noticed that there was a second book. So it is a duology, and this is called Immortality, a Love Story. This one is you are still following the main character, Hazel. And I didn't know there was a second one out, so I'm very excited to read it. So I did pick up the second one because I really loved Anatomy when I read it. I just really want to read this one now too. So I'm going to read them both again. Next we have, and that's by Sana Schwartz. And then next we have Powerless. This is going to be a trilogy. This is by Lauren Roberts. I did pick this one up at Walmart. I know it's been floating around BookTube. So, yeah, that's all I really know. And that's all I really want to know. I know it's a fantasy, so I'm very excited about this one. I did go ahead and pick up the Daughter of the Pirate King by Tracy Levin Seller. So I did get a special edition copy. It does have sprayed edges and a bow that's like turquoise almost. Yeah. I have never read this one, but I have heard that it is really good, and I really thought it was a pretty edition, and it was on sale and I had a gift card. So I bought it. Most of these, that's kind of what happened. I did get Legends in Latte by Travis Belder. Again, I had a gift card, so I bought it. But it is a first book, and the sequel did just come out. And I think it's just going to be a duology. So I'm very excited. But I like monsters stories, so Monsters and Coffee. Love it. And then the first book of The Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I've never read it, but this has been on my TBR for quite a long time, and it was on sale, so I was like, why not buy it? Because my waiting list for my library for the ebook, the audiobook, and even the physical copy is still about 6 months wait, and I don't understand why. So it must be that good, so I picked it up. I was at Target. I have never read anything by Ali Hazelwood, but I got Check and Mate. I do own a few of her other books, but this is her first YA book, so I definitely want to check it out. This one and the other couple that I have by her, especially The Love Hypothesis, is on my TBR for next year. And yeah, it was 20% off at Target, so we bought it. These books, to be completely honest with you, I have been kind of hoarding them from November and December, or part of December, the beginning of part of December. So just hang in there with me. I got the first 2 volumes of the 7 Deadly Sins. These were from Five Below. They were a Five Below exclusive, or at least these 2 were. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce their authors' names, but these are mangas. And honestly, mangas in me, I want to go in very blind. So I did pick up those 2. This one is J.K. Haru is a sex worker in another world. It is the first volume. She is a manga, and she is still wrapped in plastic wrap. I haven't even opened her yet. I bought Fairy Tale Volume 2. Again, this was a Five Below exclusive, but I've had the first one for a very long time, and I can't pass up $5 for a book, right? I'm not really kind of going over what they all are about, just because of time constraints, and it'll make my head hurt trying to remember what everything is about. Because there is just so much, and I'm reading so much right now, trying to finish out the year of what I'm reading. And so there's that. But we do have My Happy Marriage. It is volume 1. I watched the first couple episodes of this on Crunchyroll, and I kind of liked the premise, so I wanted to pick it up. Next is Virgin Love. I will say this one is, I heard is really funny by a friend. So this is just about a 26-year-old, and she wants to lose her virginity. So that's all I really know about it. And then I have this graphic novel. This is the first volume of My Gently Raised Beast. So this is a princess, and it's almost like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but the cat obviously turns into somebody. So there's that one. And then we have a Stepmother's Mantra, but this is a fantasy. But it also consists of romance, drama, and second chances. So it is about the stepmother, and she has to her husband died, so she's raising his kids. All right, next, these 2 are by Rachel Smith. They're volume 1 and volume 2 of Allure Olympus. I read 1 Hades and Persephone retelling this year, and I absolutely fell in love, and I know the 5th volume just came out of these 2, and so I picked up the first 2 because I've never read them. But I also really like Hades and Persephone retellings. Next up is A Galaxy Next Door. This is volume 1. So this is about a man who has to raise his 2 siblings, but he writes and illustrates mangas, and this girl comes into their life. That's all I really know about it. You should know this one, if you don't, that's okay too. My family and I, we are obsessed with Spy Family, and we wanted to read the mangas, but again, this is a really long wait at our library, and so we picked up the first 3 so far. Then I picked up volume 1 and volume 2 of My Girlfriend's Child. So I do know that this is a romance, and it's a young love. So they're in high school, and the female character starts feeling different, and she wants to see if she's pregnant, and she is. So that's all I know about that. But I really hope that it goes through their struggles, but in a good way. Like, I don't know, it's just, it sounded really pretty, heart-wrenching, sad, but I think sad, somebody said when I was talking to him at the bookstore. Just, I was looking at it and they were like, oh, read it, it's really good. And there's a new volume coming out next year, so there's that. And last but not least, I picked up this one, Who Made Me a Princess. This is based off of a Korean webtoon that they just started to print in English. So I really wanted to try that. If you notice, I am really big into fantasy and love stories, so there's that. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm still very nervous talking to you guys forward facing, so bear with me. But I hope in the next, once I get my December boxes from Owlcrate and a few other places, I will do an unboxing for you guys and bring them to you, as well as I have a few orders from Fable Co. that I'm still waiting on, but they've been really transparent about their shipping. So once those get in, I cannot wait to haul them and read them because they look really good. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up because I want you to join the family. Here we talk about crafting, planning, reading, and pens. You guys have seemed to be soaking up a lot of my fountain pen videos, so I hope you guys will check out this one and others to come. And if you're new, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will not link all of these books, so if there is something that interests you, please leave me a comment down below and I will link them from Amazon. And if I can't find them on Amazon, I will link them from a few other websites that I have found them on. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.